And welcome to Sports Talk on the Friday night edition. We're excited to be in the studio once again. Big Don and myself. I'm Dr. Jerry Green, along with Big Don from Big Don Production. How you doing, my brother?
Doing great. Everything's good.
Everything is always great, man, with you guys. We got the legend with us tonight again, Bruce Austin. What's up, my brother? God bless you.
Everything is beautiful, brother.
All right. And all the way from Maryland. What's up, Larry? My brother-in-law, Larry Pearson. How you doing, my football man?
Yes, I'm doing good. Rolling with KC.
I know you right now.
All the way.
You're in football heaven right now, and we're going to talk about that. I'm hoping the Bishop will be on, and also Brother Kendall. He's stuck in traffic. He should be on his way. And maybe who else I had? That was it, right, Bishop? Yeah. All right,
Wayne.
No. Well, we good. That's it.
Kendall.
Kendall. Kendall's stuck in traffic right now. But we're gonna get started, man. I know.
But I gotta ask you, Larry. Can you get a nice big red train and put up there so when Bishop come up, we want that red train to just run over that purple. Can you find one, just put it up there? Cause I'm tired of that purple train. I want that red to just run all over. Because if we don't do it now, it's gonna do it in the championship game if they make.
Before he changes colors to red.
Oh my God, y'all rough. Don't be rough on the Bishop tonight. But anyway, let's get started. Larry, let me start with you, man. Philly. You used to like Philly one time. Well, I know that's Kendall's team. The Eagles are playing good right now. I think they won like 6 in a row. And Barkley is playing out of his mind, man. I mean, he's a great running back. The Giants know they should have kept him. They didn't. Philly is playing good. How good are the Eagles right now? And how do you look at them in the NFC right now, the Eagles?
I think the Eagles got the talent. You know, they don't have the best coach, but they got to have the talent. They got a great quarterback, great running back, and the defense is good. Right now, they're in the top 3 in the NFC, you know, and they could be number 1. They're good enough to be number 1 in the NFC. They can take Detroit because they can match up very well.
Okay, now you made a good point. Now keep in mind they was in the Super Bowl 2 years ago now, so it's not like they're a team that can't make it to the Super Bowl, and there was only a couple of turnovers away from not winning it all. So I mean, you know, they have a good enough team. So what you think? I mean, can they be that team that beat the 49ers or what?
They can right now. They can beat the 49ers. 49ers ain't 100% of the strength. But right now, with Barkley doing what he's doing, they can take anybody in the NFC.
Wow. Those strong words. Go ahead, Legend. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm looking at it like this, brother. As a football fan, not a NFC East Cowboy fan, as a football fan, I think the Eagles can come out the East, man. I mean, out of the NFC. I don't think the way they playing right now, I don't think there's nobody in the NFC that could beat them, including Detroit.
Whoa. Okay, because would you say because of the experience that because of
they didn't gain that chemistry. Barkley's running good. The defense all of a sudden is playing good. Okay. Don't forget a few months back, maybe in the last year, the defense was playing terrible. Now the defense playing good. Barkley solidified the whole team, man. You know what I mean? A.J. Brown is back playing good. And the receivers that was playing in his absence is playing good. So Philly's a dangerous team. I picked them to come out the NFC for the Super Bowl.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Don. Give me your thoughts.
I like the way Hurts was playing myself because I knew he's running like the best running quarterback in the league right now. Never mind all them other ones. Hurts is taking that ball and he's taking off with it. His passing is a little suspect. I think he needs to do a little more passing. But I'm impressed with Hurts. I mean, Saquon Barkley doing what I expect him to do. That defense, I'm finally picked it up. They're doing what I expect them to do. But Hurts, he wasn't just Hurts last year. This is why they couldn't be what they needed to be now. But right now, they open up that lane. He takes off. He'll get you a first down every time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really impressed with Hurts. And, yeah, I do think they could they can come out. They could be number one. They could be number one. But I like to see Hurts throw the ball just a little bit more. You know, a quarterback running that much. He's running a lot for a quarterback right now.
Yeah, but you know that's always been a strong point.
Yeah, he's running more than Pat Mahomes. He's really strong on it right now. And
Yeah, he always did. He always ran more than Pat.
Yeah, but he's looking good on that. I like to see a few more passes. You know, but
yeah,
I think they could be number one coming out of the East.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I watched them. I got to see him a little more. I got to watch Detroit Lions a little more too as well, because I only saw Detroit on a few occasions. Detroit looked good, you know, because the thing about it, going down the stretch of the game, because that's when the quarterbacks really step up, you know, when the game is on the line. So, I mean, and Jalen Hurts improved himself, except in the Super Bowl when he had that turnover.
Yeah.
You know, but it's going to be his year if he wants to come out to redeem himself.
Yes.
You know, to play better. All right, so
it'll be a good game, man. Phil in Detroit, it'd be great.
It's gonna be great. Yeah.
But so you putting those two teams over the 49ers, Bruce, or what?
Oh yeah, definitely over the 49ers. See, the only reason I'm putting them over the 49ers right now is because McCaffrey just getting back.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And they got a lot of chemistry. They got to build back up with Tebow and all of them. So not that they're out of it, but as of right now, I got to see how they're going to gel with McCaffrey back.
I put the 49ers like about third place.
And plus, it all depends on who got the home field. Would you say that in the playoffs? The home field?
Not after what Mahomes did last year.
Oh, that's Mahomes. That's Mahomes. But
Mahomes is exceptional, though.
But I wouldn't want to depend on that.
Yeah, but he proved it can be done.
No, but I'm saying, I won't want to depend on that every year, though.
No.
You rather be at home. That's why, even right now, if KC, the way their record is right now, they're going to be home. So they ain't going to worry about going on the road.
Right.
You know, it make it easier for them. They ain't got to worry about going on the road. And sometime on the road that they said is less pressure than it is at home.
Yeah, but you know what I always say? A good team, man, they don't care where they play.
That's true.
A good team with that confidence that they're the best, they don't care where they play.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. All right, let's talk about Lamar Jackson for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm already watching a lot of sports shows, and some of the sports analysis guys already give him the MVP. What you guys think about that so far? Is Lamar Jackson an MVP candidate, or is he the top runner for the MVP? I'm sorry, you done.
Well, he's one of them. You got to sort of put him out front, but I think there's a few candidates out there that can compete with Lamar Jackson this year. But I'm going to say, yeah, he's a top candidate, but I ain't going to say he's the top candidate.
But he won. And then he won the last two.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of time with politics, he might not win this year.
That's true. If you go by politics, yeah. But they're not going by politics, and they're going by, I guess the way he's playing. I don't know quarterback.
Politics will come time to pick him.
yeah, and I got you, but I don't know quarterback efficiencies. I'm not into football.
Yeah, but if you look at the facts, he's the number one rated quarterback.
Okay.
He lead the league in rushing.
Okay.
He got more touchdowns than anybody. It's like it's 15-2 ratio.
That's big.
By his statistics, he's the number one rated candidate right now. But as far as I look at it, he's not, because they lost two already, and they might lose another one on Sunday.
Okay.
Who do you have if you say you don't have him? Who do you have in front of him?
Right now,
Larry.
Right now, the quarterback for the Bills is way up there.
No. He's not even in second place.
He's up in my book. He's up there. The quarterback for Detroit is right up there.
I would say he was number 2.
Without Pat Mahomes, though.
He's not playing that good. He's not in the race this year.
Pat Mahomes is not in the. He's not in the top. He's in the top 10. He's not in the top 5.
Hold it. You guys always bragging on him. You got to beat Pat Mahomes.
No, but we being honest.
We talking about
watch football.
Stats. You know.
Go ahead, Larry.
And the race.
You're a true champion when the playoff comes. That's what Pat Mahomes does.
Right.
You know, everybody keeps saying, "Oh, he's not playing good this year." Let's see how he do when the playoff comes.
That's when it counts.
Real Pat Mahomes can come out.
Like There's something about them lights.
It's time to be slack when you guys are still winning and you ain't throwing your best.
Right.
You exactly. Down the line, you're gonna throw your best.
Okay, all right. Well,
That's what I was trying to tell Brother Walt when I said that they playing the best out of anybody in the league. Because if you could beat everybody and you're not playing your best,
yes,
man, that's saying something.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? And like Don just say, when they do start playing their best, what's gonna happen?
Well, Bruce, but would you say as well also, because when you're like I always say, when you're the champs and everybody's trying to beat you because you're that model that everybody's trying to get to. Right. I mean, would you say they're not playing their best, or just the fact that the other team is playing their best? You know what I'm saying?
Little of both.
Okay, right. That's what I'm saying.
But I would lean more on the other teams playing their best because, like you said, everybody want to beat the champs.
Yeah, they want to beat the champs.
You know, even the team that's not in contention, when they play Kansas City, they want to win.
They want to win. I mean, just like right now. I mean,
I understand that, but Pat Mahomes is really not playing his best.
No, he's not.
It nothing to do with the other teams. He's just not playing his best right now.
He's definitely not playing his best.
Okay.
But when the lights come on, my goodness.
No, but y'all giving them an excuse. That's all.
Ain't no excuse. They undefeated. They undefeated. They don't need no excuse.
You get an excuse, man. I mean, they ain't playing his best enough.
When he win the championship, he won't need one.
I mean, what do you got to be? I mean, like Marvin Hagler said, what I do, give respect. Kill somebody, be 9-0, and you got still saying he's not playing his best. I mean, what you want the guy to do?
Everybody know he played better than that.
Then he would have got it.
You know, they're not throwing as much as they used to throw, and his accuracy sometimes, like the last game, he overthrew Kelsey. You know, that game should have never went down to a field goal. You know,
but Larry, well, what about the other team defense? You don't get no credit or nothing.
No, those just bad passes. Bad passes.
And he would tell you himself that he's not playing his best.
Right.
He overthrew that pass to Kelsey by a lot.
But that might happen.
By a lot.
You know,
by a lot. That got nothing to do with defense.
Okay, every pass is not gonna be on the money. I mean, it's not like he's a machine, you know, where every pass is right there. He gonna throw, so he's human. All right, you guys give him an excuse. Okay, I got you. He's Pat Mahomes. I mean,
we're not saying he's perfect now.
He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, but I mean, just like Michael Jordan.
He earned his excuses.
Hey, Jerry, you know what the bottom line is?
What's the bottom line?
After saying all of this, he's still undefeated.
Yes, he is. That's what I'm saying.
If he had 3 or 4 losses, you could say, "Oh, you guys making excuses for him," but he undefeated.
That's what I'm saying. He's undefeated. I mean,
so they playing good team ball. He's not playing his best, but sometimes you don't have to.
And they win it. And he's the one, because if they were losing, they'll blame him. All right. Now they win it, and he said he ain't playing his best. But if
they're playing good team ball.
Okay, they're playing good team ball. All right, Larry, is your team Kansas City Chiefs? I'm still happy for you. 9-0. So they got to play the Buffalo Bills coming up this Sunday. What is your prediction? What is your score, Larry, for this game Sunday? Now you got been bragging on Josh Allen. You said Buffalo Bills quarterback is you said might be better than Lamar Jackson, right?
Yes, he's a great quarterback. There's no doubt about that.
All right, they got to play.
You could be a great quarterback, but mentally he makes the mistake. You know, he tries to do too much and try to force some things sometimes, and that costs him the game. You know, going up against Mahomes, you know, you got to be almost perfect. You know, and Mahomes proved last time in the playoffs he went down to Buffalo and done him in. You know, so everybody knows that Kansas City, when the Kansas City come to play, you got to play every second.
Everybody know that. Everybody that they play, that's why I said, according to the competition, everybody they play already know this is the team that we want to be. These guys are doing State Farm commercials, even Andy Reid, the coach, there, you know, making fun. You know, I mean, they're having fun. I mean, so
my insurance went up too, man.
You get a little older, it goes up.
Yeah, like,
You know,
you
I'm-
make commercials,
I
man.
sent him a letter. I said, look, if I got to pay these guys, y'all might well put me in a commercial.
But Bruce, how many coaches you know that are out here making commercials, man? You don't see really none.
Only the one from Kansas City.
Yeah, and maybe Deion Sanders. You know, he got a couple commercials.
Yeah.
You don't see anybody else. So
Yeah,
you want to be
not NFL though.
right, but you want to beat a team like that. Come on, making commercials like I'm beating you and making commercials at the same time. Come on. So all right. So you got Kansas City. What's the score for Sunday? KC and the Bills. Give me your.
I
score.
say it's gonna be 28-21 KC.
28-21 KC. So they're gonna be 10-0. Bruce, give me your score.
10-0.
Give me your score, Bruce.
34-17 KC.
34-17.
Wow.
Wow. So Pat Mahomes.
I think he's gonna wake up. I think he's gonna wake up this week. What happened?
That's KC gonna run it down. They're gonna do it. There's no doubt in my mind.
Back to the stage. All right, so Donald, give me your prediction for both. Bruce said 30. What was the score again, Bruce? 34 what?
34-17.
Wow, 34.
Wow.
I expect a more of a close one. I'll go along with maybe 28, 23, something like that.
Now, Larry, where they playing at? You know offhand? You remember?
They playing in Buffalo.
Oh, I'm going with Buffalo this week. I got Buffalo.
You going with Buffalo?
I'm going with Buffalo. 30-24. I got Buffalo. 30-24. I'm gonna write it down right now. 30-24. I got Buffalo. And I'll tell you why, because they beat Kansas City, beat them like 2 or 3 in a row, and it's hard to beat a team, keep beating them. Right?
Unless you're their daddy.
Unless you're their daddy.
Whoop them anytime you want.
He got 3 rings already. He got 3
We're
rings.
gonna find out. We're gonna find out Sunday. They're playing in Buffalo too. No. Now they'll play in Kansas City. Then I'll say
Their daddy, it just don't matter where you whoop them at.
See, Jerry, you don't learn. You don't learn.
All right, I got the score right here.
KC done won about 15 or 16 in a row.
They didn't went all the way through the playoffs away from home and won the Super Bowl, and you still don't.
But you picked Baltimore last year. Come on now. You picked
You don't know
Baltimore.
when the last time KC lost.
Huh?
You don't know when the last time Kansas City lost.
Who's picked Baltimore last year to beat
It ain't got nothing to do with who I picked. I'm saying,
Well, I'm picking somebody.
yeah, but look what I'm saying.
You never learn, so I'm telling you.
No, I said that because you said it since they playing in Buffalo,
Right.
you picked Buffalo to win.
But,
So I said all the way through the playoffs they played away from home
but that's
and
not
won.
every time you
So
play.
that it don't mean nothing. What I'm saying, it don't mean nothing because they playing in Buffalo.
And they ain't got no snow. If they ain't got no snow, it's no difference.
Every game in the playoffs was an away game.
Well, we'll see Sunday, right? They're playing in Buffalo. So if you're gonna tell me that the home field don't mean nothing, then
Who the Super Bowl champs?
the Kansas City, we know who the champs are.
Where did they win every game in the playoffs at?
On the road, they beat Miami.
Well, then that mean the home don't mean nothing.
They beat the team.
That's
you
proof. That's proof enough to me. Home field don't mean nothing.
But you didn't say that last year, right? I know you changed the tune.
No, I wouldn't have predicted that. I would never predict that they would have went all the way on the road.
I did.
Never predicted that. But I'm saying it happened.
Larry, you get too cocky though, man. That's why I'm picking.
It's not being cocky.
Yeah, but see, Larry going for the 3-peat.
And in that case, Larry, Bruce, Kansas City gonna be undefeated all year then, because they're not gonna lose. Because
But you know what?
You keep moving the goalposts, man.
If they clinch everything, they might rest their players.
Okay,
If they clinch
tell you what.
everything, they might decide to sit their players out a game or two at the end.
If they beat Buffalo, if they really, I think they'll keep going until they lose one.
I think so
I think
too.
long as they got a chance, they'll keep it going. But if they get by Buffalo, it's a good chance that they can do it.
Only other person they got is Pittsburgh.
But their schedule, they showed their schedule today. after Buffalo.
Yeah.
The schedule is not too bad.
Well, see, that's the thing. It'd be one of the stinky teams that's gonna beat them if anybody beat them.
Well, but I'm
So
saying,
don't take no chances.
Yeah, right.
Would you rather have a three-peat and undefeated season?
Be nice, but if I had a choice, I'd rather go for the win. And if I had a choice, yes, I would give Mahomes a rest.
You're gonna win anyway. If you go undefeated, you're gonna win it.
They might not rest nobody the last couple games.
I understand, but if you go
And
undefeated,
I might not would take that chance. That's all I'm saying. As a coach, I would consider my players, number one, how healthy they are. Do I want to keep them healthy? Once we got everything
you're gonna lose the
clinched.
game then. You say you're gonna lose.
No, I ain't gonna lose. I'm just gonna I'm gonna give those guys a rest. If we lose, we lose. Well, I'm gonna give those guys a rest.
Okay.
Yeah, but every team in football wants to break this Miami Dolphin record.
Right.
If you notice, every time a team got close, they start bringing them old Dolphins out saying, "We got this for you if you do it." This is the only record that's really standing up in football.
But
And everybody that got a chance, they're not gonna rest their players if they still got a shot. I don't believe that.
Sometimes though, you get that close to the goal, some guys get hurt.
But Bruce,
Yeah, but this is different. This is different.
Keep in mind, Bruce, they got to win the Super Bowl in order to break the record. I'll tell you why.
Undefeated mean undefeated.
No, listen. Because
We understand because
no, I'm not.
Patriots already did it. We
Right, that's what I'm
understand that.
saying. So in order for them to do it, they got to win the Super Bowl.
You got to win the Super Bowl, yeah.
Listen,
not-
we understand that.
Okay.
Didn't the Dolphins win the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
Yep.
but I'm saying the Chiefs will have to win it because the Patriots already they got the undefeated.
No, but what I'm saying is they didn't break the record. The Dolphins won the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, but they got
So the undefeated season don't mean nothing if you don't win the Super Bowl.
they still got an undefeated season though.
Yeah, but that we understand that.
That's all
We
I'm saying.
understand that.
Because
It's just like Golden State had 73 wins, but they lost the big one.
right, and they still got the
So you got to finish it.
right. You got to
You're
finish
right.
it.
You're right. You got to finish it.
Because if they don't win the Super Bowl, then they're going to wind up just like the Patriots, basically. If they lose the last game of the season, if not, the Patriots still got the undefeated regular season record. They just didn't win the Super Bowl. They got the undefeated regular season. No, it don't mean nothing, but they're still undefeated in the regular season.
That's not the record that they're trying to break.
I agree with you. I'm
saying is
you want the perfect season.
that's what the Dolphins did. That's the record that they got to break.
Yeah, but if the Dolphins
It's already been done. Another team had undefeated season.
1972 with Don Shula. How many games they played that year? About 12.
Yeah, but it don't matter.
It was 12
It don't
games.
matter. It don't matter. If that mattered, then they would never add LeBron games on because they playing more games in the regular season.
True.
You know, stuff like that. That don't matter how many games they played
They
then.
only played 82 games, I think.
Eric Dickerson record. He got that 2,000 yards with less than 16 games, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, something like that. Yeah.
OJ got the real record with the lowest amount of games.
So
Okay.
you gotta finish it out. They had the Patriots already had an undefeated season, so that don't mean nothing.
That's
You got
what
to win the Super Bowl.
They got to win the Super Bowl.
You got to win the Super Bowl.
They got to win the whole thing.
Right.
I mean, and even right now, they're the one. If you date it back, like I think Larry or Kendall said Tuesday, if you date it back since last year, they already got nine straight this time. They won like 4.
Yeah, but that don't count.
No, I'm not saying, but they still they won something like right now, probably
They won 15 in a row.
15 in a row. It's 15 in a
15
row.
in a row. Yeah, that's still good.
Yeah, that's great. That's great, but it don't count when the season starts.
I totally agree with you. But,
You know what I mean?
They don't count. I totally agree.
Now, if the Patriots hadn't have had an undefeated season, Kansas City could have looked forward to that.
Right.
But that's already been done, so that's out the window.
That's what I was saying.
They
That's what
need to win it all.
They got to win it all. They get the respect and to break the record. They got to win it all. If not, the Patriots.
They won't break it. They won't break it, but they're tired.
Okay.
Hey, but if they do this three-peat undefeated, are we gonna give Mahomes the title
As the GOAT,
as a GOAT?
I would.
You already? Well, I don't know. I got to look over the record because I'm still a Tom Brady man. So give me a chance to look it over before I call it.
What you mean? If he go three-peat, you're saying?
Yeah.
If he go three-peat, now if he go three-peat, That would be 4 and 5 years.
Right.
You got to give it to him.
Yeah, I believe so. And you know what else I'm looking at, Larry? Hey, Larry, you know what else I'm looking at?
What's that?
6 straight conference finals.
Yes. Every year.
See, no, and Brady and them never did that.
No.
Right.
So you can't just look at the Super Bowl wins. You got to say, look, this guy went to 6 straight conference finals.
I got my stats together. Let me look at those before I start throwing around the word GOAT.
That's right.
The four-legged.
All right, we're gonna move on a little bit because I want to get on. I want to ask Bruce about Micah Parsons, but let me just say this is the Friday night edition of Sports Talk on WJRG Television Network, produced by Big Don from Big Don Production. I'm Dr. Jerry Green, along with Big Don. We had the legend Bruce Austin and my brother-in-law Larry Pearson, and I was waiting for the bishop to come on. And also, I'm gonna give out a shout to Pastor Walter Teague, Brother Kendall Tyson, Bob McCormick, who's probably watching, and who did I miss? My brother Henry Green. Yeah. So I want to give out a shout to them guys. They'll be back with us on Tuesday. And Bruce, I want you to explain about Micah Parsons. He made a comment about his coach, Mike McCarthy, and saying that what was his exact statement, that he could get a job anywhere or something. And a lot of people took it negative that Micah Parsons was being hard on his coach and speaking down on him. But I want you to explain that. What you got out of his comments, what he said.
Yeah, at first I thought the same thing, and then I started listening when they gave him a chance to explain. He said, no, he said, that's not what I was saying. He was saying that guys on his team like Zach Martin, a couple more of the older guys, their time is running out.
Okay.
With the coaches, they don't have no age limit really when they stop coaching. So he can leave and go anywhere. Not that he will.
Right.
But he can leave and go anywhere and still coach. But these guys is on the last year or so on their whole career, so he would like to see them get a ring.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But people took it like they said, oh, Mike McCarthy, he can go anywhere. He can get on out of here. You know what I mean? But once they let him in space, he said, no, I'm not saying that. I'm talking for the guys that's in the end of their career, like Zach Martin. So that made more sense to me.
But Bruce, but didn't the media turn it around like that? Because when you first heard it, that's what you thought, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah, the media didn't turn it around. I took it the same way the media did until he came back to the mic and broke it down what he was saying. So I said, yeah, that make more sense than just saying, I'm gonna throw my coach under the bus, or he can get on out of here and go anywhere. You know what I mean? So when he explained it, it sounded more real than him throwing the coach under the bus.
Now, would you say, and I'll get with Larry and Big Don, would you say that was out of frustration as well? Because a lot of, I know we had this discussion Tuesday. A lot of people, expected the Cowboys to do better than what they're doing. And you think just Micah Parsons just really upset right now with his team and with his coach and everything?
Everybody on the team should be upset, not just with each other, but as a team. Yeah. As a team, everybody on the team should be upset. Because like you just said, everybody expected more. And not only the fans, the players know they're not playing worth a dime. So, I mean, people get mad when they hear that. But then on the other side of the coin, people say, oh, you need a leader. You need somebody to stand up to say it. Right. You know what I mean? A good leader will say stuff like that. That's just like your parents giving the kids tough love.
That's right.
And they don't really understand it until they get grown and had to supply the same information to their kids.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? So it's tough love. Look, man, we got to do better.
Right.
If we're going to have any chance of ever winning, we got to take this stuff serious. We got to stop being undisciplined, giving stupid penalties. You know what I mean? All that's team. That's not individual, team.
Okay, but let me go Larry for a second too. Larry, now coaching. Now, all the things that Bruce said about the penalties and players playing harder, how much does that fall on the coach? A perfect example, they was talking the other night, what's the picture of Steelers coach again? What's his name? The Steelers coach, the black guy. The Steelers. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They was bragging on him. The
players, brain freeze.
Yeah. They were bragging on him because they said the players love to play for him, but they said he's a hard coach that don't take no nonsense, that he don't play with the players when it comes to, if you don't play hard. Wow.
Hey,
Just
Jerry,
Russell
hey,
Westbrook.
Jerry, let me say it like this, Jerry.
But
You ever tell somebody something, but you say it soft and it go right over your head?
oh yeah.
But then if you say it nasty, it stick. That's the difference in a coach that Mike Coughlin, right?
Tomlin, Mike Tomlin.
Tomlin.
Tomlin,
That's
yeah.
the difference in a coach that stand on discipline and a coach that just want to say it but not really want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Okay.
When you say it
But
and
let
don't
me,
really want to hurt nobody's feelings, the same thing keep happening.
Right. Go ahead, Larry.
When you say it and mean what you say, all the penalties will be eliminated.
Yeah, like Mike Tomlin, he's very disciplined. He got a disciplined culture, and he knows certain things not accepted. Now, McCarthy thinks that just because he has a great record, he can go anywhere and coach. And if you bring that type of attitude to your team, instead of take control, okay, if you're not playing well, get them out. If not, cut somebody. You got to show somebody that what you mean. You know, we're going to play hard or you're not going to be here.
Got to make a statement.
And the best way to do that is cut somebody, tell them we're not going for this, and you are really in control, not the players.
There you go. All right.
Hey Jerry, you remember when Parcells was coaching the Cowboys?
Oh yeah.
T.O. had just made an 80-yard touchdown reception. And when he came to the sideline, Parcells told him, man, get on over there. You ain't did nothing. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you a better one when you get done. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You remember when Reggie Jackson was playing right field and Billy Martin took him out of the game and replaced him because it was a high a popper, and then Reggie let the ball drop and he could have got it, and Billy Martin got mad and told Reggie that they was in the dugout ready to fight.
Yeah.
Reggie got mad. Why are you taking me out? Because Billy Martin felt that you could have got that ball. You know, you didn't even try. So I don't care how much you're a superstar. I pulled you out of the game, and I replaced you in front of everybody on national TV because you did not get that ball that you could have got. Now, to me,
you know what that do to the other players? If they see them do that to Reggie Jackson,
right,
they fall in line.
They fall right in line.
But
They fall in line.
Carson out. You guys done went way left field.
I just want
You guys done went way left field. Let me come in because first of all, I felt he said that out of frustration somewhat. Even until I heard Bruce's explanation.
Okay.
I felt he said out. Second of all, we had this talk Tuesday about disappointment. And I said Dallas was the biggest disappointment. And I'll tell you one reason why. Dallas got the biggest fan base to me.
Yes,
I don't know if anybody got a bigger fan base than Dallas. All my friends around me are Dallas fans. You can't tell me that, especially with Dak being the highest paid quarterback, that Dallas should be down this low. I'm saying that forget the Jets. Dallas is the one, to me, that's the biggest upset because I don't put my bet on Dallas some of these games.
Right.
And they let me down. I don't know who to bet for coming up this week.
That might be why they losing.
You know, I want to see Dallas. I'm scared.
Yeah, they played Houston. They played Houston, right?
Yeah, Houston. They definitely should beat Houston as far as talent goes, but I don't know if they will. That's the whole thing.
I think I put the Cowboys. I think that was my pick.
Yeah, but Houston's sliding a little bit too.
Yeah,
but they can beat Dallas though. They can beat Dallas. They split that much.
Yeah, I forgot what I put, but I was having a hard time making it. But Dallas is a big disappointment to their fan base.
Okay.
And all that stuff they saying behind the scenes don't mean nothing. They should just get it together. Stop all that talking. Stop all that playing around. They got the people to get it together.
Okay. All right, Larry. Go ahead. You want to say something? Go ahead, bro.
Dallas ain't got the tools.
No.
They ain't got no running game. They ain't got a running back in the house.
Right.
And right now, the defensive line is getting pushed, knocked down, pushed to the side. They can't stop a cold. So
but Larry, it's not fair to the offense. I mean, to the defense if they got to be on the field all the time too, because you go out there 1, 2, 3, you're out. They kill 1, 2, 3 out again, and the defense got to play more and more. They're gonna get tired.
But it's not happening. They not 1, 2, 3 and out every play.
But look at Dallas. Dallas got any sacks?
That's the way it sounds, Bruce.
Sorry, Bruce.
That's the way it sounds, Bruce.
Don't take it like that.
I think they might have 1 or 2
Don't
sacks.
take it like that, Bruce. God, man. I just say 1, 2, 3. Out 1, 2, 3 out.
I'm like Michael Parsons. No.
Out 1, 2, 3 out. All right, Kendall's trying to come in. All right. But listen. Let me move on. Every moment move.
I got your seat.
Every moment
I got your
move. Can you
seat.
hear me?
You're right on time, brother.
I hear you.
Am I right on time?
I got your seat.
You got my seat, brother.
I just had a new heated seat installed for the winter.
Oh, that's what I'm talking
You
about.
going to Kansas City? You get comfortable.
I'm going. Listen, I got a seat on both yours. Listen, me and Bruce going to Cleveland, and me and Larry gonna go to Kansas City. Okay.
All right.
What, oh, you talking Cleveland Cavaliers?
Cavaliers.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
Well, I'm going to get to that in a few minutes too. But a few more questions on football. Larry, the Commanders, they lost 2 in a row to the Steelers. Kevin, you're my football man too. They lost to the Steelers and they lost to the Eagles. Are they back in reality now, or what? Or they just had a couple of bad games? Are the Commanders still one of those teams that can scare somebody in the playoffs, or did reality finally hit that team?
They are who they are. They're not better than Pittsburgh. They're not better than a whole lot of teams. They're gonna make the playoffs for sure.
Okay.
But they're gonna make the playoffs. They go into the playoffs not to win. They just go into the playoffs. They got a good team. It's just okay. It's like the Atlanta Falcons. You know, they probably win division and go to playoffs, but they ain't going to the Super Bowl or no championship.
Can they upset anybody in the NFC playoffs? Can they upset
the NFC playoffs?
Yeah, can they upset Philly? Can they upset San Francisco?
Any given Sunday.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, Larry. Well, no, you guys
you
guys talk about Kansas City when they get into the playoffs. You know, it's a whole different. No, those every give me Sunday.
Yeah, but that's a perfect example Larry just gave about they look very familiar like Atlanta. They're in that same category.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's a great comparison.
They're gonna beat Dallas. They're gonna get in the playoffs, but do not have expectations.
Okay, so they couldn't beat Detroit. They couldn't beat
no.
the Rams or whoever else that's in the NFC. No spoiler, no upset at all.
Yeah, but the Rams might not make it.
The Rams ain't gonna make it.
Maybe the Rams.
One game and they're out. They can't beat the Minnesota Vikings. They're one game and out. You're saying, right? Basically.
See,
I'm saying if they get Minnesota, anything happen to Minnesota because sometimes the real Donald comes out.
Go ahead, Kendall. I'll let Kendall.
And you get what you get.
Go ahead, Kendall. Talking about the Commanders.
I think the games that they just lost was because he was up against a few more experienced quarterbacks who made timely plays. He was never blown out the game. He reminded me of the first time Pat Mahomes met Tom Brady. He lost, and his only loss in the Super Bowl is Tom Brady. I think he's 0-2. Regular season Tom Brady, Super Bowl Tom Brady. He went up against Russell Wilson and Jalen Hurts. So it's almost like, okay, the Steelers are looking really good. We're going to see exactly who they are when they go against the Baltimore Ravens. That's got to be a must-see game. That looks really good. You can't call it because ever since my man Russell Wilson's been back there, they're 4-0. So they're looking like something.
Hey, but think about the catches.
He won the
The
Heisman Trophy.
receivers made the catches for Pittsburgh. They went out and took the ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last game, they made some awesome catches. It wasn't that the pass was where nobody else can get it. The receivers went up and took the ball.
Well, listen, that's a Steelers trait because when you think of Lynn Swan, what do you think of him? Jumping over and running and catching the ball. Terry Bradshaw used to run back and fling it in the air. And Stallworth and Lynn Swan ran under the game. The bottom line is that they made the plays. Like Don says, it shows up in the win column. They won. So,
but that's why you got great receivers and you have a good quarterback. It's a 1-2
that
combination.
quarterback had to give himself a little time.
Montana or Steve Young and Jerry Rice. I mean, you got to have that combination. So yeah, I mean, Lynn Swan and John Stallworth, they was great in what they did. But I mean, Terry Bradshaw did give him the ball. You know,
he had to get that ball up in the air. Exactly.
He had to get the ball in the air. So I mean, he was good. I mean, a lot of y'all knocked Terry Bradshaw. I think he was a good quarterback. He beat the Cowboys twice. I know that.
Yeah, you ain't had to say that, man.
He beat them twice. 21, I think 17 and 35 to 31. And your boy got the ball in.
You don't have to keep saying that, man.
Go ahead, Dad. What do you think about Commanders?
Well, I'm solid with Larry on this. You know, the Commanders, they're not seen to be beating the team that really matters. You know, they're beating them other teams, but you got to beat some of the big dogs in order to prove where you at. You know, right now I don't see them really beating none of the really big dogs. You know, I think the big dogs are gonna get them, so they'll be there. But
no upset.
Well, it could be an upset. All depends. Like they said, we were talking about the Vikings. They could upset the Vikings. You know, but and the real big name, because to me the Vikings ain't a big name yet. But they just have to run too. All right, Jimbo.
I wouldn't bet on against Detroit or San Francisco. I wouldn't bet on them against them.
All right, okay, Larry. Let me move on this too. Who you got Sunday, the Ravens or the Steelers? Who's your pick?
I got to go with the Ravens.
Okay.
For the simple fact that if they play Raven ball, they will win. And they got some great defensive backs, you know, big defensive backs. And I think if they get after what Wilson, he might be, you know, pressure will stop him from doing what he want to do because their defense is going to be all over Wilson. And if he can't get it done, you know, beating teams when you ain't got no pressure, when you got a great offensive line, and when you got room to throw is easy. But when you play the good teams, they put that pressure on you and see what comes up. And I think he can't handle the pressure against the Ravens.
Wow. Okay, go ahead, Bruce. What you think about the Ravens? Who you got, the Ravens or the Steelers?
Oh, I got the Ravens, but
Baltimore, right?
Only thing I worry about with the Ravens, and that's every game that they play, is the play calling. To me, it don't seem like they run Henry enough, man.
Okay.
I mean, this guy capable of getting you over 100 yards every game, and sometimes he don't carry the ball, but 8 and 9 times the whole game. That's not good. That's the way they lost the Super Bowl last year. You know what I mean? Not the Super Bowl, the AFC Championship game.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They stopped Lamar from running. You know what I mean? And want to keep him in the pocket passing. That's not Baltimore game.
Okay.
So and Pittsburgh, everybody know Pittsburgh have a great defense.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And if their defense can hold up because of the way they calling them plays for Lamar, Pittsburgh gonna steal it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kendall. What you think, bro?
I think Baltimore. I think Baltimore's got the running back and the quarterback. And like you said, if they start calling the plays and letting that man touch that ball, I would give it to Derrick Henry 20 times every game. I'm sorry.
At least.
And that's only 5 times a quarter. That's not bad for him.
He might get tired, though. I mean, he's a big dude.
No. Come on, Anthony Richardson.
You know what I mean? He's shown that he's the class running back of the NFL. Period. You know, so I would go Baltimore.
So you guys are better than the coach. Y'all don't see me breathing hard over there. Nothing. Y'all don't see that. I mean,
no. I think first of all, Jim Harbaugh, he's a Super Bowl winning coach, beating his brother in the Super Bowl. I mean, we're not going to question him. He's an amazing, fantastic coach, and he's probably, saving him so not putting the miles on him, so he's ready for the playoffs. You know, because a lot of times teams play differently during the playoffs, so he's probably doing just enough to win. We never know. He could be coaching them.
Okay, go ahead, Don. Who you got, Steelers?
I definitely got the Ravens, and I definitely believe Henry can run all over them if they let him.
Yeah.
But either way, I guess the coach is gonna figure out a way to win. So they'll use him as much as they have to, probably. But to me, he's the best running back in the league right now. Once you cut him loose.
Over Barkley?
Yeah. Once you cut him loose, but like you said, he's been held back. Barkley, the Eagles got to use him. They got to let him run the ball every time. they ain't got no choice. But the Ravens, they got other weapons.
Oh, but like what Bruce was saying though, but if he's that man that he's supposed to be, then you want to give him the ball.
Yeah, well, like
you want to give him the ball.
when you brought up coaches, we don't always agree with coaches. I want you to know
right.
that.
Exactly.
They might know more than we do, and they're the one out there, but we don't always agree with them. Because at home, we see some stuff on TV that we feel the coaches miss. And we might be wrong, but I can tell you, I don't always agree with the coach's strategy.
That's for sure.
All right, so I'm trying to remember who I got to go with Baltimore. I think I did pick Baltimore, but the Steelers are looking good right now.
Yes, they
Steelers
are.
is
And Jerry, I wanted to go back. I wanted to go back to that Washington thing, and you were talking about is Washington sliding a little bit, but I look at them and Houston. Houston quarterback was a rookie last year.
Okay.
He got rookie of the year, right?
Yeah.
Jalen Daniels for Washington start out this year like he's gonna be rookie of the year.
Yep.
But what I noticed is the defensive coordinators, if you watch how the season going, they setting up plays to stop these guys from doing what they've been used to doing, and that's affecting their game.
Okay.
CJ not playing as good as he was playing last year, and that's because they trapping that defense on him, keep him from doing what he do best. And the same thing with Daniels. I watched this game, and they got him a little frustrated. They didn't change the defense up on him, like you said. When they watch film, they change things, and that's showing in the standards now.
Okay. All right. Let me just say again, this is Sports Talk, the Friday night edition on WJRG Television Network and KMI International Ministries. But I just want to thank you guys. We're having a great time. We have Every Moment Move of the Kendall Tyson, my brother-in-law Larry Pearson, the legend Bruce Austin, Big Don for Big Don Production, and myself, Dr. Jerry Green. And every Tuesday we come together. So make sure you tell someone about the broadcast, and we're live on Facebook and also YouTube. So we're excited because this is a dream came to come true, Big Don.
Come true.
We talked about being on television for a long time.
Yeah, we're making Every Moment Move a legend.
Every moment.
The phrase that pays.
And the beauty of it, Kendall, is on my phone right now. So people can watch us on their telephones as well. We have a free app. They can download the app at the Apple Store, the Google Play Store. I can send them the link. They can watch us on television wherever they're at. I don't care where they're at. They can be on vacation and watch us right now live on television. And you can't beat that. Okay? We're also on the Roku channel. We're on Fire Stick, Apple TV, and Prime, Amazon Prime. So we're on those as well. And like I said, they can watch us on the Apple app. Right now, I'm watching us on television. I don't care where someone's at. They can watch us on television anytime, anywhere. So I'm excited what God is doing for Big Don Production and WJRG Television Network. I told you to let you what we're going to do, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Kendall, LeBron James, the oldest player to have 3 consecutive triple doubles, man, in the league. I'm going to ask you a question. Is it because the league is softer now than what it was, why he's doing this, or he's just that great and he's just doing it?
We got to say he's that great. How can we say the league is softer than what we're doing? We got
a lot of people saying that. Kevin Garnett saying that. Patrick Ewing saying that. Elijah Wan, everybody, Charles Oakley. These guys couldn't play in the 80s or the 90s. I hear it all the time. Those are old school guys.
Well, so what's happened is that the game is different. You're going to have different stats. They changed the game so that players could last longer. So as far as the fans are concerned, we're getting our money's worth. Back when Oakley and Xavier McDaniels and Otis Thorpe and Maurice Lucas, them dudes that would just hit you when you came down, Kevin McHale, clotheslining, Kurt Rambis, you got Jordan Rules. That was a rough, tough, tumble game. And what had happened is that game also cut Iverson's career short. So I think, for the sake of the game, they made the game a game. And we can't knock LeBron James because regardless of however he's playing, the game is soft. That man's 40 years old and still in shape. He's giving you 3 triple doubles in a league where, okay, all right, I tell you what. I know Patrick Ewing and the rest of those guys are playing soft. But let me take Victor Doncic. I'll take John Morant. Let me give Steph Curry. I don't know. Put Wembanyama, LeBron James, and get the Greek Freak, and you get anyone you old five guys and play these dudes. These guys are very athletic. I'm old school, still a Michael Jordan fan. Love him. Think he's the best player that ever played. But I gotta respect LeBron James at his age. 3 straight triple doubles, oldest person ever do it. First, he's the youngest player to do something. Now he's the oldest player to do something. It's just a testament of him. They can say anything they want to say, but LeBron James is 6'7", 270 pounds. Ain't nothing soft about that, man.
All right, go ahead, Bruce. What you think, man? LeBron James, man. I mean, because I never seen any player. I don't care. Besides maybe Muhammad Ali when he didn't go into the war. I haven't seen no other player, athlete, that gets scrutinized more than LeBron James. Because I mean, I don't understand it. They're jealous of him. They got something bad to say about him. He's a crybaby, whatever. Bruce, are you impressed with this brother to be going out 40 years old, still averaging about 25 points a game?
Let me say this first.
Go ahead.
I go back. Every era, the one after that gets better. No, you can't look in no era and say that this era got worse than the one before. Every era, every move forward that we do, the eras get better. Look when Bob Cousy was playing. They had guys shooting set shots,
right,
dribbling with one hand. Every era get better. They said the same thing about Chamberlain. He wouldn't have been that good if he had taller guys.
Right.
It's always going to be something, but the facts remain. The work of the individual. Nobody in the history of basketball has done or is doing what LeBron did. He's still the best out there. If I'm going to pick a team and I got the first pick, I'm picking LeBron. I'm not picking Giannis and them guys. I'm picking LeBron.
Okay.
There's nobody in the league that's doing what he's doing. I don't care.
And then you could let LeBron pick the team while you're at it.
Right. Exactly.
All right, go ahead, Larry. What do you think of LeBron James? You impressed with what he's doing?
LeBron made a standard, and for somebody to be 40 years old and play in the league over 20 years, it has never been done at that level, and they make excuses why he's still there after 20 years. They say because he came out of high school, because he played differently, because he's not as physical. You can throw that stuff out the window. He's one of the greatest players of all times, and he just don't get the respect because they said in their mind, how can you do it that long? They're just jealous.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, John.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to put it, but every moment moves with LeBron James at the age of 40 is history.
Right.
At the age of 40, everything he do is just history.
Yeah.
Every time you step on the court, every point he makes, everything is history at this point. I mean, every shot is breaking his last record. You know what I mean? Every pass is big. So, hey, what can we say? LeBron James is at the top. All those guys, I have to agree with you, Larry. They're just jealous because none of them could last 30. Well, they last 36, 37, but that's about all they had.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
They don't be all-stars when they're his age.
Who?
Not even Karl Malone was an all-star when he was, he stayed out there for a long time. But when
the difference
too, in the later part of his career, he couldn't do it.
Yeah, he wasn't doing nothing in the later part of his career.
The difference is, like Jerry just said, a lot of players hung around, but none of them was dominant.
Right, he's having 24.
This guy not just hanging around to get a check. He's basically the best in the league still.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And then again, Bruce, you brought up errors, and I go all the way back myself. My brother and I, we used to watch the tail end of Bill Russell, a little bit of Chamberlain, but I do remember the 70s very well with Gail Goodrich and Jerry West, Earl DePearl. Even before DePearl came to New York, when he was with the Baltimore Bullets, how they beat the Knicks in 1971. With Jack Marin, they had a good team. I mean, the 70s when that Pete Maravich came in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jojo White, Charlie Scott, and I mean, they had some great teams back then.
Who was that
Oscar
player?
Roberts,
Bob from
and Lou
Washington, Bobby
Alcindor.
Dandridge,
Yeah, yeah. No, even Dave Bing, he was good.
Dave Bing in
Yeah,
Detroit.
you
Yeah.
had players, man, back then in the 70s that was good, man. I mean, even downtown Fred Brown.
Better
Yeah,
believe it.
wasn't no 3-point line back then. And he was downtown back then. He was
Yeah.
a step before there was a step. Then you had Gus Williams. Then you had that played with Seattle, Dennis Johnson. You had
Guys like Jack Sigma.
That's
Jack
what I'm
Sigma stepping back shooting threes.
that's what I'm
Listen,
saying.
even when he shot the ball, it just said Sigma.
So
You know what I
every
mean?
era was good. Every era was good. I don't know.
Yeah.
See, but some people stuck in it like they said because Michael dominated the 90s. But at that time, there was marketing Michael. Michael
Yeah.
was that man that the league market like they market LeBron now. See, and I got to say this, and I love Mike. I saw Mike at the Garden before he won the championship. The only reason that Michael Jordan name is mentioned so much because of LeBron James, because now that's a comparison. If LeBron wasn't doing what he was doing, you wouldn't hear too much about Michael Jordan all on Facebook about the stats because it wasn't no competition because he was already better than Magic. He was already better than Bird.
Mhm.
He was already better than Doc, the way they claim. He was already better than Kareem. So it wasn't no competition. Now, as soon as LeBron come along, that's why Michael came out with his last stance. He didn't want people to forget about him. So how is that comparison with him and LeBron? That's the only reason why Michael Jordan's name is so relevant today in basketball because of LeBron James, because that's his competition. Now, if y'all
But-
disagree with me, that's fine.
Even when Jordan came back and played for Washington, he looked like total. He didn't have nothing. He had nothing in the tank. It was
But he had
embarrassing.
2 points a game, though.
He won't do a number shooting every time.
Yeah,
he
he averaged 20 points because he got rid of Hamilton. That's why.
Yeah,
yeah,
And he got embarrassed.
yeah, and he was shooting everything.
yeah, because he got rid of Richard Hamilton, so he could get the
Exactly.
ball. But Hamilton was the man when he came.
Yeah, and he
So,
was
so
right.
LeBron said, let me get rid of him.
Right.
And Michael Jordan said, let me get rid of him.
And even Jerry Stackhouse said when they asked
And
him,
Hamilton went and got a championship.
I can't get the ball.
He had no to bring Kwame Brown to Washington with him.
I know the sorriest thing in the league.
And Bruce, remember they had the little thing. We often see the wizard. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, they don't try to Bill Michael like that. We often see the wizard, and
Yeah.
he wasn't no LeBron James back then. Not playing for Washington.
Yeah, but you know what else people forget, Jerry?
Didn't have no match.
You remember when Mike was playing, and they would say how many points he got, and people would say he shoot everything. See, people talk about the points, but they never talk about how many shots Mike averaged a game.
Because when he got 55 points against the Phoenix Suns in the finals, he took 42 shots. Charles Barkley brought it up. He said, how many shots he took? I said, I know he got to rub his elbow when he got home. That's what Charles said. And that was his best friend.
Right.
Charles was talking about him.
Was his best friend.
Wasn't yeah, they ain't friends, but at that time he was his best friend. But Michael seen how Charles was. Listen, before we go off, man, I got to hit a couple more. Kendall, your boy, the Cleveland Cavaliers, 13-0. Are you impressed with them? Are they ready for the Celtics?
I'm impressed because I actually saw them in real life, and then
Are they ready for the Celtics?
I was watching. I listen. I was watching them, and what was really impressive about it was we went to see the game, and my wife and my daughter's in-laws and her husband, and we saw what we saw. And then I was watching Sports Center, and you got it. First of all, I didn't see him coming like this. I didn't see it.
Nobody.
But let me tell you something, man. You got to see that team. And then to find out that this guy came from Golden State, and you wonder if this was the brains behind Steve Kerr. You know, I mean, Steve Kerr could have been the mastermind, obviously. I mean, obviously, because, he's won the championships.
Right.
But that's what you're seeing. All I got to say to you guys is that you have to watch them. I mean, I don't know how far they're going to go. I don't know this. But when I see Evan Mobley bringing that ball down court like a 7-footer, like it ain't nothing, and I see the Fro blocking it at the rim, and if you really look at the guard tandem, the only guard tandem that I can think of that's just as good in both guards has to be Doncic and Kyrie Irving, because Garland and Donovan, they are something. I was totally impressed. I was not a Cleveland fan. called Bruce the night before to let him know that I was going to bandwagon jump. Nobody else. I had to call Bruce from Cleveland.
All right.
Yeah, Jared, I'm impressed. That's all I got to say.
All right, go ahead,
Even
Larry.
my wife is impressed, and she's not really a basketball fan. She's like,
Okay,
this
go ahead.
team is good.
Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, I watched them, and their chemistry is great. The
Who's
big
coach?
man.
Who's the coach anyway? Who's their coach again? You know?
His name is Kenny Atkinson.
He came from the Nets. He was with Golden State, but he broke the Nets messed up when they got rid of him.
Okay, go ahead, Larry. Finish up. I'm sorry.
I think the chemistry is great. They got a big man that can actually really play ball. They are a complete team, and they got a bench. You know, only thing that can derail them in the playoffs if somebody gets hurt. You know, but right now they stay healthy.
Are you ready for the Celtics?
Sure.
They might can beat the Celtics.
Oh yeah.
They might can beat
yeah.
the Celtics. You know, but we got to see. It's only 13 games.
Yeah, go ahead, Bruce. You said sure, but confidence too.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything Larry said, man. They gotta listen. It's different than having two good guards running your team, and usually you can win like that, like Clay and Steph.
Right.
But they two big men, and the good thing about them, nobody trying to do nothing that they're not good at. The Fro know that his job is to block that rim, and that's what he do. He don't go outside trying to shoot no jumpers. Mosley played within his game, and they got a tough bench, man. Sure, they can beat Boston. Not that they will. Don't get me wrong. Not that they will now, but they
will not beat Boston. They will not. Boston got the experience on them. They got the players. There's no way they're going to beat Boston when it comes down to the playoffs. They're not going to.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
I think
they got a good shot.
Guarantee it. They will not knock Boston out.
You can't guarantee that.
They will. Are you guaranteed they will? Or guarantee they won't?
That's not a guarantee.
Kendall,
you see my word. You ready to back up yours?
Your seat not on the bus, Kendall. I need some help.
13 games. 13 games.
They're just as good as you guys say. But Boston is a different beast. They won't beat Boston in the playoff. No way. They won't beat them. Can we get on to Mike Tyson real quick?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, we got to do that.
You know?
But before we leave basketball, can I make one thing?
Go ahead.
Are we seeing the best player we may have ever seen before get 6 3-pointers, 3 straight games, 3 blocks? Victor Wembanyama. Have you seen his last 3 games?
No, I only saw one.
He's making history. He's the only player in NBA history, first of all, to have 200 block shots and 100 threes. And now, in like 5 straight, but his last 3 games, he's the only player that we can remember, might be 7'6" or taller, but the only player in NBA history to have over 20 points, 6 3-pointers in each game. He got 20 3-pointers in the last 3 games, and he's averaging 3 block shots in all those games. That kid is balling. We've never seen anything like that.
Hey, Kendall.
Pull it up.
Hey, Kendall, he sent me a text. Wemby sent me a text because last week I was telling the fellas that I was disappointed in him because he's not scoring like he did last year.
Mm-hmm.
Right after that, he sent me a text the next day, said, look, I'm going to make you eat them words. And he haven't looked back yet. He been going off, man.
Yo, that
I
kid's
knew
been going
Wemby it was Chris Paul I was really disappointed in because he wasn't really getting Wemby under the ball like he was supposed to.
Right.
So I only saw one of them last 3, but is he passing them the ball now, Kendall?
They play the Lakers tonight.
From outside.
Yeah, they play Lakers. I'm going to go and watch it. My final one down the water, Mike Tyson. He slapped Jake Paul at the weigh-in. What you guys think about this fight tonight on Netflix? Go ahead, Kendall. You're the boxing man.
Listen, Mike Tyson better put this boy out there. You better take him seriously. Mike Tyson, 58 years old. He's got a lot of hand speed. His last name is Tyson. So he better just go get rid of this kid, put him down, and that's it. Get him out of there, man. Stop playing. Get rid of this kid.
Hey, he was all right till he stepped on Mike's foot.
Yeah.
Mike pull a Mike Jack. He said, "Ow!"
Yo, listen, Mike better hammer this dude. Get rid of him. Didn't last long.
Hey, he stepped on Mike's foot, man. Mike smacked him to death.
Well, I watched it 3 or 4 times. This fight is fixed.
Yeah.
It is
The
fixed.
real Mike Tyson would never slap him like that. He was too much of a professional man. He would have never slapped him for over nothing. Really over nothing. Like you say, a little whatever. But
He's trying to build the fight up.
yeah, that's all.
all.
We know that.
I'm
Yeah.
sticking with my point. It's going to be a draw.
Gonna be
Yeah, it's good entertainment.
Go ahead, Larry.
Mike Tyson ain't got too much in the tank, and his punches ain't what they used to be. And this is just a show for money, just to get money out your pocket. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's nothing serious. They're gonna throw some blows, but nobody's gonna get hurt. You know, it's just for cash. You know,
I give them credit. Both of them look good. They both got muscles like crazy. Both been working out. They both look good. I give them that credit.
Well,
What time that come on?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. It'll probably be a late fight though. They probably got preliminary fights and stuff. Probably. We'll see. But I'm gonna go home and watch it myself. I'm gonna close out in prayer tonight. I want to thank you guys for coming on the Friday edition. We're gonna do it again on Tuesday. I want to thank everyone that's viewing us on the network and Facebook Live and YouTube as well. Father, we thank you for another sports talk. I thank you for these brothers as we come together. Bless each and every one of them, Lord. Bless their families as well as we go our separate ways. And bless all those that couldn't make it tonight, Father God. And looking forward to Tuesday. And we give you all the glory, Lord, for just putting us together. Let us have fun in you, Lord. That someone see, Lord, that we can have fun in you as Christians and just have fun in general, Father God. We honor you today. And we just thank you once again, Lord, as you continue to increase and enlarge our territory with this sports talk. And anyone that's viewing us as well, bless them as well, Lord. In the precious name of Jesus, I pray. Amen and amen.
Amen.
Everybody, Tuesday night, 6 o'clock with sports
Yes,
talk.
sir.
Amen. All right, you guys have a good one.
Okay.